What's up, guys? Giancarlo Bodoni here for another video. I'm here today with my friend Ty once again. And today, guys, I want to talk about a technique that is familiar to a lot of people, okay? But a small detail that you can use, that you can apply right away, that is going to make this technique work so much better for you guys, okay? And that's going to be a triangle from the closed guard, okay? But the way that we're going to set this up is a very common setup, okay? It's from a position that we like to call the clamp. But there's one thing that everybody does, a point in that technique that we get to that a lot of people lose the position on, okay? And there's one subtle detail that we can make with our grip specifically that's gonna make it so you never lose this position again, okay? So before we get into it, guys, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment in the comment section below, all right? So we're gonna start in the closed guard, okay? And we're gonna start, not to get into too much of the setup over here, but a situation where I get my training partner's hands down to the mat, okay? From here, a position that we commonly like to set up the triangle from is gonna be when I get his posture broken and we start shrimping our hips out and we get to this position where I have a foot on his hip, a knee in front of his chest, and a knee right behind his shoulder over here. This position is commonly known as a clamp guard, okay? So from closed guard, we come into this clamp position. Now, what everybody knows to do in this position over here is, obviously, this is a good opportunity for me to start going for a triangle attack, okay? If I just slide my hand down to the wrist, start throwing my leg over, and then boom, we're in a triangle setup, okay? So fairly easy. How can we change this to make it better, okay? And what's a common problem that people run into in this position? Okay, well, once we get over here, granted we did everything right, we broke his posture, our hips are nice and out to the side here, and now I have him down where this arm is completely trapped, okay? His right arm is completely trapped in my armpit, and I only have to start worrying about this arm over here, okay? And I want to set up a triangle, so I want to get my leg over this arm. Well, typically, most people do is we'll start down here at the tricep, we'll start to slide the hand down to our opponent's wrist, okay? But my opponent knows that from here it's obvious I want to go to a triangle, okay? It's hard for him to posture up, okay? He can do it. It's hard for him to posture up, especially if I hold his head, okay? And I start to throw my heel right over my training partner's shoulder, okay? This is gonna make it difficult for him to start posturing up here. If he does posture up from here a little bit, I'm still gonna be able to hang on to him with that foot and then be able to bring my leg out and start setting up the triangle, okay? But that's not the issue. The issue is gonna be when my opponent makes it difficult for me to get my leg over this hand by either clamping down on the elbow over here or making it so that I can't free up enough space to get my arm out, or excuse me, to get my leg out, okay? So when I'm in this position, rather than gripping the normal way where we grip palm facing down and I control my opponent's wrist just like so, all I'm gonna do is switch my grip in the exact same position to palm facing up, okay? So when I control his arm over here and I'm going palm facing up, what happens is it makes it so that there's so much less range of motion for his shoulder, okay? It's very hard for him to get rid of this grip. If I was to come in here and grab the grip normally over here, he can circle the hand to the inside, boom, make it difficult for me to hang on to that, okay? He can close his hand in, and now for me to, with this grip, to pull and peel that hand away, he keeps it nice and tight. It's impossible for me to peel it away, okay? So what have I done here? When I change this grip to palm facing up, I just come in here and I secure palm facing up, okay? Now that I have the palm up, when he tries to clamp down on his elbow and close that arm, he can't because my grip's on the bottom, okay? So my forearm, I'm much stronger with this grip. If he tries to circle his hand to the inside, it's impossible, okay? And I can push his hand away. He tries to circle it, it's not going anywhere. He tries to pull his, take his hand far away from me. He can't. He can only go so far with the range of motion of his shoulder just because of the way that I held his grip. So palm down, we come in, we run into all sorts of problems. I try to triangle, Ty's fighting out of it. He's making my life difficult. I switch my grip to palm facing up. Now all of a sudden, I have much better control. It makes it much harder for him to let go of this, to release this grip over here. And now in the meantime, as we're doing so, I can keep that arm far away. I can pull my leg out and I can start setting up my triangle from here. Okay, so notice how one small detail, and I'm sure you guys have run into that issue holding in that position, one small detail can change the entire game. It's something that you can apply immediately, okay? And it's gonna make it so that you're gonna be able to hit triangles much, much more frequently with this grip, okay? So one more time, we get our opponent's hands down to the mat, okay? We're able to start breaking his head down, shrimping out, and getting into our clamp position, okay? We have him pinched between our two knees, knee in front of the shoulder, knee behind the shoulder. I'm trapping this arm over here, I'm holding the head. Now from here, I was on the tricep, we're just gonna start coming in, and we're gonna control our training partner's wrist just like so, palm facing up, right at the end of the wrist. We wanna make sure that our thumb and our middle finger connect over here and we get a nice strong grip, okay? Now, anywhere that he tries to go with this grip, he tries to circle, he tries to pull it free, it's not going anywhere, okay? And in the meantime, we can start throwing our foot over the shoulder, pull our leg out, and we start locking up our triangle, and then we can start going into the finish from here. All right, guys, so very simple technique. I'm sure that it can help you guys be able to finish triangles from that clamp position, very common position that we see much more frequently. I know it's helped me a ton, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button again. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, most importantly, and leave a comment in the comment section below.